In the previous video, I showed the locations I visited in the Smoky Mountains and also shared the places I would like to explore if I was planning a trip in the Smoky Mountains. After the Smoky Mountains, I headed to New Orleans, and in this video, I want to share a couple of must-visit locations if you are planning a trip to New Orleans. First on the list is Bourbon Street. It's undeniably one of the most important streets here, located in the heart of the French Quarter. Totally, it is like a 13 blocks from Canal Street to Esplanade Avenue. Bourbon Street is a prime destination for bachelor parties, birthday celebration, and an overall location for those seeking a good time as they stroll from bar to bar. One thing to note about Bourbon Street is it is lively atmosphere with vibrant live music, street performances, and an array of bars and clubs offering a unique New Orleans experience. The energy is infectious, making it a memorable stop on your visit to this vibrant city. Another iconic spot worth exploring is Jackson Square, just a couple blocks down from Bourbon Street. Here you will find the impressive St. Louis Cathedral. This space, dating back to 18th century, attracts over 2 million visitors and locals each year, hosting various city events, celebrations, weddings, and photo sessions. As you make your way from Jackson Square to Frenchmen Street, consider stopping by the French Market. This vibrant market features a little stores where you can buy antique items and unique treasures, adding an extra layer of charm to your New Orleans experience. Frenchman is also another fantastic location for a lively party. You can discover cafes, restaurants, and the bars around this vibrant area. As night falls, local stores add to the charm, creating a dynamic and energetic atmosphere. During the daytime, Magazine Street is an excellent spot for a walk, stretching for 7 miles from Canal Street to Audubon Park. You can stroll for a couple of miles, enjoying the charming little stores and perhaps making new friends. During my walk, I had the pleasure of meeting Matt. He has a stand in one of the stores about the king cake, and I asked him if he could explain what is it. He also has a book about what is king cake. Here is the king cake from Matt.
Right. Hey guys, I'm Matt Haynes, and so I wrote these two king cake related books. This is part of a king cake right here, and so the tradition is from 12th night, January 6th, all the way to Mardi Gras. All over New Orleans, they have these cakes, and they've got the 3 colors, purple, green, and gold. And inside each cake is a baby, and whoever gets the slice of the king cake with the baby in it is crowned king or queen of the party, and they have to bring the next king cake to the office or to school or to the next king cake party. It's a great tradition. We eat a lot of these cakes, hundreds of them, millions of them.
Thank you so much.
Nope.
One of the last locations is a garden district. It is one part of the Magazine Street. This charming district is known for its old houses, each adorned with a little history displayed in front of the house. I think the best way to explore here is by walking. You can easily stroll the most of the places, and there is no need to rent a car. Tram lines are also available to reach certain locations. Parking can be quite expensive, so I wouldn't recommend renting a car or driving if it's not necessary. One last thing, I took a history tour while I was here, and I asked my tour guide to give us a brief overview. Thanks to him, he helped me to understand and share a little history of New Orleans.
Spectral City Tours, and we're just here talking about the early history of the French Quarter here. Now, a big milestone for the French Quarter was 1718, when New Orleans was founded. At that time, it was just 7 by 11 blocks, the French Quarter. And for around 40 years, we were under the French rule in those days, or early colonies. So a lot of people here say we have Napoleonic Code as the basis of our law. It's actually French and Spanish colonial law in that case, when we were founded. Now, we were also a Spanish colony for about 40 years. Not everyone knows this, but we were handed over at the end of the 7 Years' War to the Spanish king, and for about 40 years, we were Spanish. They're responsible for a lot of our architectural legacy that you see around the city of New Orleans. Now, eventually, we became a U.S. territory in 1803 as a result of the Louisiana Purchase. Napoleon sold the colony, really sold what was a third of the U.S. landmass for $15 million to fight his wars against England in that case. And so we became a U.S. territory in 1803 and later a U.S. state in 1812. Now here we're standing in the middle of Louis Armstrong Park in an area that was once known as really Basin Street in those days. So a lot of history stretching back all the way here with Congo Square, to the African population that used to gather here back in the old days. Also, Basin Street was the site of Storyville, our famous legendary brothels from around the turn of the century in that case. So, yeah, I don't know if I should conclude.
All right, thanks so much. Thank you.
Awesome.